All right, today we're going to do this 1951 crime noir, The Night Watch by Thomas Walsh. All right, so there's been a big bank heist in Brooklyn. Guard's been killed, and the robbers got off with the huge sum of $40,000. They know the local hood, Harry Wheeler, has knocked off the bank. Now all they have to do is find him. There's three cops, Itchy Richie McAllister, Patty Ahern, and Walter Sheridan, are to stake out the Wheelers' apartment from across the street in an empty building and wait for Wheeler to show up. McAllister is the no-nonsense do-gooder. He's here to catch the bad guys and put them where they belong, in jail. Patty Ahern, poor Irish bastard, is the drunk guy. It's the stereotypical Irish drunk guy. And then Sheridan is a cocky asshole who hates his boss. He thinks the boss is stupid, does whatever he wants, kind of hates being a cop, and is just a dickhead all around. This is the story of a cop turned killer. So it's not a mystery. It's more of a noir kind of. I envision it like a 1950s black and white movie. So it goes without saying by the character descriptions that you can probably guess which cop is going to be the killer. So we're not gonna consider that a spoiler and just continue on with the review. So they got a two-man detail in this apartment across the street from the Wheelers, and then there's one guy down in the street, and then they trade off throughout the night. It starts off with McAllister and Sheridan up in the apartment. Sheridan's just sitting in the back smoking cigarettes, not doing anything. Right next door to the Wheelers' apartment, there is an apartment with two young nurses in it. So McAllister kind of watches that too, and then he kind of develops this little crush on one of the tiny little nurses. It's creepy, but he's not a creeper, so it's not as creepy. It's, it's innocent. He's just there, there they are. It's not like he's watching her in the shower or anything. So I wouldn't consider it creepy. All of a sudden, Wheeler's wife, the bank robber's wife, leaves the apartment, and someone has to follow her. So McAllister runs down there and follows her downtown, wherever the hell she goes. So Patty sees this as his opportunity to just go ahead and just go around the corner and have a couple drinks at the bar. I mean, no one's watching. Might as well. All right, so Sheridan's sitting up in the apartment watching, and lo and behold, in walks Wheeler, the bank robber. Sheridan sees this as his opportunity to get off of this shitty detail and put some money in his pocket all in one fell swoop, and goes to pay Wheeler a visit in his apartment. But unfortunately for him, the little lady nurse who lives next door, happens upon to see both of them, while he's up there. To her, it means nothing. She doesn't know what the hell's going on. It's just two guys. She's just like, hi, But Sheridan's like, oh, this is going to mess up everything because now there's a witness. So shit happens. The shit goes down. Patty comes back around. Sheridan kind of ropes him in, threatens him, it's your fault too. You better help me with this or we're both going to jail. And Patty's like, yeah, he snuck off to drink. So he's got this guilty conscience, and he's a good guy, but yeah, he doesn't want to go to jail. So he helps Sheridan kind of solve this problem that he's started. McAllister comes back and right away notices that there's a change in them. McAllister really likes Patty, and they're friends, and he always sticks up for him. And he's McAllister's the reason that Patty still has a job. So Patty really is almost sees him like a big brother. So McAllister knows that there's something up, gets it out of Patty, and then Sheridan makes a run for it. So he is now the cop on the run. So I've never really read a book that starts off with this exciting climax right at the beginning, and it just I mean, it starts like the first couple pages, yeah, they're getting set up, but man, once McAllister leaves the apartment to go follow the wife, it just goes fucking haywire. And it's like this total climax scene at the beginning of this book, and I'm just like, man, this is like 30 pages in, and it's just like crazy action, tension, total showcase showdown. And I'm like, man, where could they even possibly go from this? Because this is like the end of a book. This is better than the end of most books right here, and it's like the 30th page. So eventually, after the chaos ensues and Sheridan's on the run, it does kind of mellow out, but it's not slow paced, and it only seems mellow because the beginning was so exciting. I mean, it still goes. It's a healthy pace. It becomes a manhunt. So it's the excitement isn't so much in like the action that's happening. It's like watching Sheridan just crack up, he's just completely deteriorating into this kind of like paranoid lunatic. He's like, this like rat trapped in a corner. As he does more things that are like dangerous, reckless. He does more reckless things. And Sheridan's tension is like completely contagious. You totally feel the same way while you're reading. Like it feels like someone's after you. And there's nowhere to go. You messed up and all you want to do is be out of this situation. And if you've ever been there, you know exactly what it feels like. It's horrible. And that's what it feels like. I mean, it was like enjoyable to read. And you do kind of almost want the Sheridan dude to get away with it because he's like the pressure on him. But, he's also like an asshole, and you want McAllister to just fucking shoot him in the head. It's a great classic crime noir type story. It was originally published in the Saturday Evening Post in 1951 as The Killer Wore a Badge. And just on a side note, I don't know who did the artwork, but I really love this. The artwork on this is so... I don't know, I almost feel like it's perfect. Like it totally encapsulates the generation and the style. Almost like if you were gonna type in to an AI type thing like 1950s crime noir, like this is probably the photo it would make. And also, I don't know why, but this yellow border. Normally I get mad. I'm like, why don't you just put the cover on the whole cover? The painting on the whole cover. This yellow border is kind of drawing me in. I don't know what's up with that, but another good one. It's, another great crime book. Check it out.